Alrighty everyone, and we are back, FTB Evolution, and we have gone and got it started, all our production lines. So this is producing quite a lot of hydrogen. We actually should fix this up. So you know how it says like 0.0001? We can probably change that to just be 1. Makes it a little easier, sorry. So that will be need 2 buckets, and that'll make 2, and that'll make 1. Now we can put that back, so we can just produce way more. So let's produce some chlorine. So if we produce 10, it should be just as simple as that. Yeah, it's way easier now to produce that, and we needed that for our pellets, right? Get liquid. Sorry. Chlorine into hydrogen chloride. That's right. To make the pellets. Yeah. Anyway, we do have some pellets already started. We got 10, which is just through a simple procedure, which goes through the pressurized reaction chamber. So, yeah, pretty easy. We can make quite a lot, and it's pretty automatic actually as well. So with these, we can make the rods. I don't think we need them though. But we do need to make the solon neutron activator. So we need to make the enrichment chamber, which should be right here. Put that pellet in, and we can now make 10 sheets. So we can now make one of these. Solar neutron activator. This is going to keep going until I take the redstone machine off. We don't really need any more substrates. This is kind of full, I think. It's only active with signal. Yeah, well, we can take that redstone thing off, just so it can export everything. But it will still make a crafting card. Apples just won't be inputted in. Okay, so with this activator, we can now, whoops, set this thing up. It needs solar, obviously. So let's go out into the open. All right, now we have this neutron activator. We need some kind of nuclear waste generator. So how I'm gonna have that is we're gonna get this nuclear waste barrel to be like a backup for it, and get mechanism. Sorry, get mechanism. I think it's fluid or a pipe. Yeah. So it'll come in here, and it'll move. Oops. So we need polonium. Okay, to make the pellets. So we can start by making our reactor to get the waste. So fission reactors, that's going to be a whole lot of work. So for the multi-block, we can use this building. So we don't need a big one, so I think we'll just go 7 by 7 by 7 with reactor glass. We'll have 4 ports, just like that. So we'll need 68 fission reactor casing. And we'll need 4 ports. We'll need 52 rods. And the controls, and then reactor glass. Okay, so let's get started and build this fission reactor. Maybe a little bit further away from our base. So let's go to a area, because I've had bad experiences with this in the past. I'm just going to get a mega torch to make this place safe. Yeah. Get that guy out of here. Alright, so we're going to teleport to somewhere far away, which we don't really need. Our fission reactor is going to be over here with the most abundant life, because I thought it'd be funny. So we're going to find a nice flat area for it, probably at the summit. So we're going to flatten it by getting a tunnel, just walking across. Hopefully that's all I need to worry about. Patch this up. Alright, we'll get magnet. Alright, fission reactor. Right here. So, good news is that we have access to our storage system, but we're going to need a certain type of item. We're going to need our quantum link chamber and 8 of these. Actually, maybe another 8. Another one of those. Okay. And do we have singularity? Okay. Ender dust. TNT. Turn off the magnet and flint and steel. That should do the trick. Perfect. Okay, so first quantum link chamber is going to start around about here. Turn the magnet back on. Okay, first chamber set up. Keep that on top of our inventory. Now we need some casings. So I wonder what the actual... Oh, we need a sheet. There we go. So we just did those quests. Nice. And the fission reactor should be somewhere here. Oh well. It'll be in... I know it is in the power generation area. Not fusion reactor, we're looking for a fission reactor. Maybe it's the same thing. No. It doesn't create a byproduct. So that's okay. Let's get our fission reactor set up. So that's just lead and steel casing. So we can make quite a lot of these. So we'll get our steel. And we'll get our steel casings. Perfect. Alright. So we're just going to do a 7x7x7. So we need 68. That's our 68. Then we can get our 4 ports. Elite. We'll just wait for them to finish crafting. There we go. Okay. Fission fuel assembly 52. Oh, we got a bit more than 52. Next up, get rid of auto stock. Next up is the control rod. So we need 13. just like that. And 146 reactor glass. So we need some enriched iron. Let's make 200. To make the reactor glass. We'll just make as much as we can. Okay, so 7 by 7 by 7. Is there an outline for it? There is not. Anyway, let's find the center. This might be perfect. So far, so good. I think it's the same kind of outline as the other multi-block that I built. And if not, I can always adjust it and tweak it. I seem to be misplacing a lot of these blocks. Okay, well, it seems like it worked because I just ran out. So then I place the glass in the bottom. Seems like it's 25 per face. And I think the fuel rods are staggered in a checkered-like pattern. Hopefully that's what it is. Reactor glass is a little dirty, it seems. It's not that clear. Okay, so that's set up. Let's walk in. Let's actually move this so it's all in a better location. A locale. Alright. The only reason I have it so far away is because I did build a reactor in Mekanism on Ocean Block 2 when I played it. And I kind of blew up the entire base and I stopped playing it because I would keep dying. So it might be something like this. Oops. You see, I don't know if it's at the bottom or the top. Placed on top of a tower of fission. Okay. So it's the other way around. That's all good. Just missing one. That'd be there. Wonder if the reactor is just going to turn on instantly and fry me. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. This game seems to be out to kill me. A lot of times. But now I have so much HP, I doubt it can do much anymore. Okay, so the block's done. We actually finished building it like that. We can make some ports here and there. Does that still keep its structure? Nope. I can set more up like that as well. Maybe not. What did I destroyed one of the rods, I can tell. I just have it. There we go. Alright. Too much destruction. Okay, well that works. That looks alright, I guess. What the hell? I don't even know what's going on. Let's take a chill pill here. Let's get a reactor plug. Okay. So, this reactor, if we put water or sodium into it, superheated sodium, we can boil that back down. We can make liquid superheated sodium. That's 5,000 degrees. That's one of the hottest things out there. Jeez. That's nice. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Let's stay back. Let's stay back on the plan. Plan is to create nuclear waste. So it can be any kind of water input with fissile fuel. And that's the item I forgot to make, actually. So we need to go through all these steps again. Uranium and hydrofluoric acid. Okay. I don't know if we can make any of those. Good thing is we have the reactor here. So we might be able to pump water into it. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, see that? Water's already starting to fill up out of the port. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see that work. Anyway, that's doing that, and we need to get a plug here just to chunk load it. And now we can get waste stone. Or share stone, sorry. Let's use not black. Let's use. It's just. I don't want to double up. Maybe light blue. I'll call it fissile. We'll go back to base, so we'll go back to home. And we'll go to the mechanism area and we'll call this base. And then we go between fissile and base. Okay? So that's pretty easily done. We can also set up a little quantum ring as well. So we can set that up on the side here. Don't know how it's going to work with a portal going into a portal, but it shouldn't mess up too much. Hopefully. So now we have everything sorted. We can start making the isotopes. So fissile fuel, so we need the centrifuge. More of those. Ultimate control circuits. Well, good thing is we can make quite a lot of those. Just watch the speed. That's fast. It's really fast. Okay, so we've got some isotopic centrifuges. That can turn nuclear waste into plutonium, which we need it for, but also fissile fuel using uranium. So to get uranium, I can get rid of all these first, because we need to really focus. Uranium oxide, yellow cake uranium, enriching uranium ingots, and I'm pretty sure we have uranium essence. That is just amazing. That is amazing that we can do that. So let's make more patterns. So we're going to make uranium ingots, and we're going to turn those ingots by enriching them into the cake. So this one is just a standard molecular crafter. This one is the enrichment chamber. Make a yellow cake. So if we go over to at least How many fizzle fuel setups do we want? Probably just one or two. We could use this. This is already like interlinked, so we can get this. We can get the flux or the fluix. We can get the pattern provider. Does need power. Get our flux point. We'll get our cable, universal cable. Does it share power? Does not. That does. It's probably a more efficient way to do it. Like actually on top of it. No, never mind. I thought that would work. Okay, well now that has power, we can come back. So the cake can turn into uranium oxide in the chemical oxidizer. So let's make that a recipe. Chemical oxidizer. Wait, is that? Ah, there it is. So, we can make uranium oxide. Now we just need hydrofluoric acid, which we get from fluorite and sulfuric acid inside of a vat. Now I know we can make fluorite, but sulfuric acid might be a little bit of difficult. Actually, it's not. Oh, yes it is. I don't know how to turn items to chemicals. Fortunately, yeah. That's well above my pay grade. But we can make sulfuric acid with... Oh, remember, we gotta change it. Whoops. Shit. I gotta go all the way back, don't I? Actually, no I don't. So middle click, set by one, set by one, set by one. Okay. So hydrofluoric acid is made in the chemical dissolution chamber. We can also make this. Send a molecular assembler. Go back. Chemical infuser. Go. This one is in the chemical distillation chamber. And where do we have that? I don't think we have one. Yeah. Well, we can make one right now. Refined obsidian crystal. Or ingots. Let's start crafting. Alright, now hopefully all goes well. We have a couple of extra machines. So we have the compressing factory, which takes osmium. And how I set this up, I used an advanced encoder. And I set this one to be the down face, this to be the up face. So the item to chemical, how that works is it takes this. So the item to chemical being, or it needing osmium. So the osmium goes underneath from the extra, or the top from the extra side config, and the osmium, I'll just show you actually as an example. So obsidian, let's make 100. That goes down there, and the osmium, or the refined obsidian crystal should go from the top, which we're waiting on some of the obsidian dust. So I think we're waiting on that. Well, I hope we are. Oh, because it can't put 100 osmium in. Yeah. Yeah, because I couldn't put 100 osmium in. That was the issue it had. So, yeah. Oh well. I'll have to adjust it some more. Okay, maybe that will work. There's a couple at a time. Still filling up. Maybe if we dump it. I think it does more than, yeah, it definitely does more. So I gotta find out the ratio. So I can go back onto this. Sorry, onto this. Take the ratio. So it's not 5, it's not equal parting. Needs 200, and that makes 200. So it's just a 1-for-1. I'd like to think. Yeah, it's just a 1-for-1. Alright. That should still work now. So let's make 100. Yeah. I don't even see it getting crafted. Yeah, eventually it does hit a limit. Alright, a little bit spooky. This osmium actually doesn't go down, so I actually made... I can make a lot, actually. I think I can make 1,000 pretty easily. But it just doesn't go down for some reason. So I don't know if it's bugged or something. I don't know if it's meant to be used up, but you know, for whatever reason, it's not going down. Anyway, next up we have the sulfur trioxide. So we're making the sulfuric acid. I go over here. To make sulfuric acid, you need water vapor and sulfur trioxide. And we're getting oxygen from our substrate farm over there. And water vapor from water, which is from this. So if we try and make sulfuric acid, it should take, or put water, deconcentrating, there we go. So I didn't make another one of the concentrator and have it stuck on the other mechanism. So that one, that one, that one there. Take that out. Can we copy the machines? It's like a configurator. There it is. So I can copy the machine of this, paste it onto that, and just have it facing the other way. There we go. So water vapor is earned that way. Sulfuric acid. Let's make 10 more. Yep, so the water goes in. It needs power. Of course it does. Everything needs power. And it's a bit slow, so let's get some speed upgrades and let's get some energy upgrades. There we go. Okay, that's good, that's good. That's all good, and we are getting out sulfuric acid right here. So, we obviously use that to make, combined with the fluoride. to make hydrofluoric acid. $10 buckets. It's crafting one of these. There we are. Need some speed upgrades. Perfect. And after we get our hydrofluoric acid, we can turn that into uranium. We'll need the uranium oxide first to make the uranium hexafluoride. Oh. Two buckets, one bucket, one bucket. We'll put it into the chemical infuser and we'll make as much as we can. It's got upgrades for it. What are we waiting on now? Did it already make it? No. Okay, well, we seem to have come to a predicament. We don't have any storage for it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yep, look at that. Look at that little shit. So that's a fluid. Not sure why it's not separating. Ah, it's chemicals. We need more chemical. Chemical storage. Let's get another 256k. Let's make a couple. Here we are. So now it should start filling up. There we are. Perfect. We're getting our uranium. Oops. So now we can actually use this to import the uranium. Alright, let's see if this works. Input, output. Input, output. Input, output. Let's see if we can make some fissile fuel. And it works. So, energy cards, feed cards, and a goddamn muffler. God damn, it's loud. So, energy, top it up, speed. Let's get 20 on each. 20, 20, that's about right. So that should be done way faster now. Okay, looks like power seems to be an issue. So we can get rid of, how many speeds does it take? About till it's 14, right? Maybe even less than that. Oh shit. We're running out of power. No, it can't be. We're running out of speed it takes to transport the power. That is that is new. So why don't we just get a little guy over here. Get another one of those induction ports and say, hey look. Get a configurator. Output. It's not outputting anything. Is that because it's next to the glass? It has no outputs. Can it not be to the side of it? I don't want to be in it while I patch it up. This is no output. Now that's confusing. I have no idea why that would be the case. Does that work? One cells, one provider. We need the power now. Alright, well, that's obviously broken. I'll figure that out later. Right now we need to get more power going. Bypass limit. Okay. And now with our fizzle fuel, we'll go over to our reactor, and now we're getting our fizzle fuel. It's pretty good because now we can get a crafting card, right? I don't know why we have so many, and I don't know why they're getting auto-produced, but it is what it is. It can auto-produce fizzle fuel now when it needs it. So a heated coolant tank and a waste tank are both the outputs, and it should be outputting it when I activate it. So it's producing nuclear waste here. It's going to be actually outputting to the barrel. Where's our nuclear waste barrel? Oh shit, we have it back at our base. Maybe we don't. Oh, that's troubling. Where's our nuclear waste barrel? Anyway. We can now export into this. Waste, nuclear waste. Boom. Okay, it doesn't really seem to be heated coolant. Okay, well, I tried my best. We need to use these, and we need to use them now. Oh god. Does the waste go into this barrel? Is the nuclear waste like items? Or gas? Is it a tube? Oh, I think I'm getting somewhere. Oh jeez, I don't like that sound. Ultimate chemical tank. Go! Okay. What is it gonna pick up? It's pretty hot. I don't know where to put this nuclear waste. I don't even know what degrees it is. I'm gonna end the episode here, guys. If you don't see me in a while, the reactor blew up and I'm fixing it. So I'll see you next time. Wish me luck. See ya.